everybody, I'm Jordan Zucker with Girls Guide to Sports. Welcome to today's episode, Girls Guide to the NBA, the Fowled Out edition. Today's episode is all about fouls. I think the key to following the game is understanding fouls. So if I can debunk them for you, you'll be good to go. The goal here is to present them in an approachable manner so that we can all enjoy the game of basketball. A foul is a violation, an illegal move, breaking of the rules. There are two main kinds of fouls, a personal foul, which is the most common, and a technical foul. There's also a flagrant foul, but it's really just a subset of a personal foul. More on that later. The NBA official rulebook says a player shall not hold, push, charge into, impede the progress of an opponent by extending a hand, forearm, leg, or knee, or by bending the body into a position that is not normal. Contact that results in the rerouting of an opponent is a foul which must be called immediately. What the fuck does that mean? That is a mouthful. Okay, let's clear it up. A personal foul is designed to prevent person-on-person contact. You're not supposed to touch the other player. You're only supposed to touch the ball. That's the basic concept behind it. Most personal fouls are defensive fouls. The most common type of foul occurs during the act of shooting. If the player misses the shot during the foul, then he is awarded 2 or 3 free throws, depending on whether the foul occurred in front of or behind the three-point line. It makes sense, right? Because the free throws are supposed to compensate for what the foul was preventing. So if I were gonna go get a 2-point shot and I got fouled, I get 2 free throws. If I got fouled during a 3-point shot, I get 3 free throws. Now, if the player makes the basket despite the foul, the basket counts and you get 1 additional free throw, resulting in either 3 or 4 possible total points on one play. Those are all defensive fouls. There's also an occasional offensive foul. Instead of a block, it's called a charge. But there are no free throws awarded. It's just change of possession because there's no basket to compensate for. I'm trying to shoot. I caused the foul. I'm not getting 2 free throws, and neither is the other team because they weren't about to make a basket. So it just changes hands. Okay, now's the time to talk about the flagrant foul. A flagrant foul is just a very violent, intentional personal foul. The threshold is subjective. It's going to vary from official to official. But if they think that it's excessive contact or unjustified violent contact, you're going to get a flagrant foul called on you. All flagrant fouls get 2 free throws and a throw in from the spot of the foul. Okay, now we're just left with technical fouls. A technical foul is any foul unrelated to physical contact during the game. So unsportsmanlike conduct, delay of game, illegal formation, anything that doesn't involve one player touching another player. It's a technical foul and it gets 1 free throw. Ready for a recap? Personal foul, defensive. You get the number of free throws that the shot would have been worth had you made it, 2 or 3. You get 1 extra free throw if you make the shot, plus the basket counts. Technical foul, 1 free throw. Flagrant foul, 2 free throws. That's it. Basketball's easy. You guys, look who's here. It's Kevin Love.
Hey, how's it going down there? Can you hear me okay?
Kevin, do you think you're more likely to have officials call fouls against you because you're so good looking?
Hey now, I don't foul that much, but maybe they would.
So your teammate, Kyrie Irving, gets fouled a lot. He's only 6'3". How about protecting the little guy?
Maybe he just wants to shoot free throws all day. Maybe I shouldn't protect him. Maybe he knows what he's doing.
So Kevin, do you think you'd get a foul if, like, you didn't hold the door for LePrawn?
Absolutely, and he would get a foul if he didn't hold the door for me.
Okay, well, you know what? I think we're gonna have to cut this short because my neck really hurts and I can't look up and I can't look straight. So, but you're really cute and I definitely want to have you over this summer to watch Game of Thrones and have an adult beverage, but dress light because I keep my thermostat at 74 like Russell Westbrook does.
Oh, you're gonna sweat me out like Russell did in college. I totally get it. It's rough having to look at the Banana Republic all day.
Thank you so much. Jesus. Everything is all about fouls. today my guest chef is Jason Francisco of downtown's Julia. Hi,
Hello.
Jason.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
What are you making today?
First, we're going to start off with a mac and cheese. We're using 3 cheeses, and we throw it in the oven and bake it.
And then?
And then we have something special. We have duck that's roasting in the oven right now.
Duck is a kind of fowl.
Yes, it is.
So we have a fouled out mac and cheese.
You could call it
We have
that.
elbow macaroni for an elbow foul. This is how I treat my guests.
I've never been elbowed in the kitchen before, but I've gotten lots of burns.
Let's get going.
Alrighty.
All right.
All right, so first we're going to start with the butter.
We're making a roux. I love roux. So is a roux always equal parts fat and flour?
Yes, it is. Pouring in the flour slowly. Whisk it in, let the butter pick up the flour. And be patient with this. You want a peanut butter consistency. The whole point of this is to cook out the flour. Just remember to keep stirring. Now the next step is to basically temper the milk.
Tell me when. How's that?
There you go. That's perfect.
Yeah?
I will pour.
Okay. Cool, let's start making a list for next year. I want a box grater. 350 in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes. Nice.
All right, so the most important part of the duck is the legs because that's where all the flavor is. We call it confit, which means cooking in its own fat.
Sure do. We call it confit.
At this point, you want to pull the meat off. You don't want to use the skin because it's too fatty. Pull the meat off the bone.
This is diet fouled out mac and cheese. You guys, look at all this duck. Here's our fouled out mac and cheese from Jason Francisco. Now we're gonna do another dish called LePrawn James. Tell everybody what we're making.
Okay, so we're gonna do sautéed shrimp with a sauce called the vichyssoise, which is a French version of gazpacho. We're gonna make it with cucumbers and cantaloupe.
We chose cantaloupe because it was orange for best fall.
The most important ingredient in this is of course the tequila,
Always.
which we're gonna pour into the vichyssoise
Tequila
itself.
just kind of steals the show wherever it goes, right?
It does, especially at a party. So we're gonna throw that in there, and it's gonna kind of be a spiked up gazpacho.
Not kinda.
And the shrimp is gonna hang off the side, and you're gonna dip it in there and just take a bite.
I can't wait.
All right, let's get started.
Okay, so what did you do to the shrimp first, though? Did you swoops them?
Did I what?
Season with olive oil, pepper, and salt. My mom and I made up that acronym because we feel like we have to swoops everything in life before doing anything.
Season with olive oil.
Pepper
All right.
swoops.
Got it. I should take notes.
What do you think?
I think it's a great idea.
Because you swoops everything, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yep.
Like you can't cook anything without swoopsing it.
That is correct.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to hear. You want to hear the sizzle. And notice it's turning orange really fast. Don't overcrowd the pan. Just deglaze it. So what you're doing right now is steaming it. You've already created the crust.
More wine, I was just going to suggest.
Now at this point you can turn off the heat. But don't throw the sauce away because there's still a lot of flavor in there.
Definitely not.
So what I like to do is actually use it for the vichyssoise. Pour some of that flavoring in there.
Well, then I like to do that too. Okay, you guys, Jason's gonna have you make the vichyssoise now. Okay, so we have the cucumber and the cantaloupe and the herbs, and a little bit of the pan remnants. It's so pretty, Jason.
LePrawn James.
I want to jump right in. LePrawn James. Okay, you ready?
And yeah.
You gonna try it with me? Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh man, that's so good. Yeah, the duck on it really is like a good trick. All right, here we are with Fowled Out Mac and Cheese with duck confit and LePrawn James cantaloupe cucumber vichy squat by Jason Francisco. Thanks so much, Jason.
Thank you for inviting me. Had a great time.
We really liked having you here.
Absolutely.
You guys, thanks so much for joining me today to learn all about fouls. We had Jason Francisco in the kitchen with our Fowled Out Mac and Cheese. We had Kevin Love. I can't wait to watch Game of Thrones with you this summer. No kitchen fouls, no party fouls. I don't know. Now you're all foul experts. Go watch basketball.